Good morning. So I'll give you a quick update on BTC. Just a reminder that I'm not a financial advisor, so you do need to do your own research. This is for educational purposes only. Now, let's have a look at this range, because we are in a range and it's a bit of a boring range, to be honest. We are fighting with the value area low of this range, and I expect the whole day to be a ranging day because we do have some news announcements and few people speaking at the Bitcoin conference, which could give us volatility. However, if we have a look back on Monday, we did pump and get rejected. We've been rejected quite a few times where we try to break out the value area high and come straight back in. This gives us a good shorting opportunity, and I am currently holding a couple of shorts from the tops where we've had swing failure patterns on BTC. We can actually see that on one second. We can actually see that on here. We had a swing failure pattern here, S&P. We also had one here. So I took a long there and I took a short there. And you guys can do the same as well if you know how to trade using order flow. I do teach this. But we're stuck in a range, to be honest. And we do have a lot of fair value gaps underneath us, um, and we do have some imbalances on the top as well. I do expect the price to come and fill some of these inefficiencies here and make one more attempt. If we do break out, then we are probably going to see 114, 113, maybe. But if we do lose the range, the value area low of this range, there's a great possibility that we can come back to the inefficiencies that we have underneath us. Um, I mean, if we lose 106, I would say 106, 500. I think we're going to come a lot lower, but we're just in a range, guys, and we just have to play the range until it breaks. Currently, I'm not looking for any more shorts or any more longs unless they're scalps based on the depth of market, which you can scalp very easily if you know how to do it. But currently, like I said, I'm in two shorts. I'm in a short from this range here, and I have taken a lot of profit, left that one running because it's always a good idea to take maybe, I don't know, 50% out, 25% out, 75% out of the trade, and then put your stop to the entry. Then at least that trade is protected. And the other short that I am is from yesterday when we SFP the high, and currently I'm holding that short at the moment as well. I've taken about 25% profit on that trade. And yeah, there's not really much to add on BTC, but the altcoins are doing quite well. I've taken trades on LDO, SUI, a couple other coins as well. So we might get a bit of a altcoin season. But coming back to the actual chart itself, one thing I must point out is, where is it? Yeah, we haven't really tested the monthly VWAP, and like I said, we do have a lot of inefficiencies underneath us. Uh, yeah, we have a lot of fair value gaps underneath us, which usually do get filled. So we can see we have a fair value gap here, fair value gap here, fair value gap here. Um, if I select the 15, what do we have? Yeah, we have that zone down there and that zone there. So could we, I mean, I can see BTC is coming down now, so my short trades are playing out very well. There's a possibility that I may look for a long position um, in this zone here. I'd have to see what price does. And if we got buyers stepping in, I'd have to refer to the actual order flow and see what the actual order flow is looking like um, on that zone there. So I could look for a long, which would put me in a nice, beautiful hedged position. But there's not really much to add to BTC, to be honest. One thing we must have a look at is we do have the Bitcoin conference today as well, and we also have Nvidia's earnings. So, and a couple of other news announcements. Let's have a look at the news announcements. Right, so 28th. Okay, so maybe we don't really. We do have the FOMC minutes. I could bring out some volatility, but usually it doesn't. So the only thing that we do have is we have JD Vance, I think, speaking today. That'll be very interesting. You can actually watch the live stream here. And we also have Nvidia's earnings, which is probably going to be after the market close. So going into Asian session might bring us some good volatility. So I'm sitting on the sidelines, just chilling in my short positions. Like I said, I may entertain a scalp long if we can come back down. I must use a bigger screen next time. Yeah, if we can come back down to these two zones that I've got lit up here. So, sorry, a zone down here, which is a 106, 300, and I want to see a reaction at 105.80. If we can get back above successfully, because we're fighting with a value area low, if we can get back above here, or at least I would say above back the value area high, which is at 109.20, and that would give me a long position to attack the the liquidity that we have sitting above us, which is actually 113, 113 to 114,000. So that could give me a nice long position. And if I do get stopped out of my short positions, it's okay because both trades are protected and I've taken profits already. So I'd want to see, I would want to see some volume coming in above value area high, and so at least I can put a tight stop loss. But yeah, we're just ranging, guys. There's not really much for me to add on here. I can't really comment on much, what's really going on here. Um, so yeah, that's where we are with this really. We did see a good buyback at 107, but we do have a lot of liquidity on the top and the bottom as well. We have a lot more liquidity on underneath us, obviously, but we do have some liquidity on the top as well. So as you can see, we are fighting here, and you know, if we need to get acceptance back up, the other possibility that I may look at is the VWAP trade, which is a trade that I take all the time. So my VWAP strategy, or a lot of people do use this VWAP strategy. It is quite good. It's quite profitable. So um, but we're at the daily VWAP, but I don't want to. I don't want to see if that VWAP can actually climb up. I mean, you. Some say you could take a trade now because we're at the VWAP, and you can put your stop underneath it. Mm, yeah, you could, and aim for the value area high. I don't know. The only thing that's stopping me take that trade is we're in a London session, and I don't really see much volume coming in the London session, and we have the Nvidia earnings, and that's more important to me than anything else, because if we do pump on the announcement, I'll always find a short position, and then as we're retracing, find my long position. And you can do that as well if you learn order flow. I do teach order flow. Please contact me in the description below, and I am doing a special offer on one-to-one training, and you do not need to buy any software or templates. I provide this for you in the training. So yeah, we are pumping a bit, so we'll see what happens throughout the day, and I'll probably update everybody on X. If you want to see what trades I'm taking later on today or through Asia, you can follow me on X. It's my X account. You follow me on X, and where I will be, where I do give updates on BTC. Also, I've partnered with this exchange, and they are very, very good. I've been using them for about 2 weeks now. A non-KYC exchange, so fees are very, very low for someone like me who's a scalper. You can even scalp altcoins on here, and the fees are like zero, near enough zero. So very, very good exchange, very good application for iOS and Android. If you do want to join this exchange, the description's in this video, and I am giving you, and you do get a bonus for deposit. And I'm also, if you use my link, you also get free access to my Telegram group. The other exchange which I'm working with is BTCC, because they actually have Nasdaq and gold, and I will be doing more TA on Nasdaq and gold. Remember, all my TA is based off mainly order flow, depth of market, fair value gaps, smart money concepts, um, and swing failure patterns. So if you do want to trade on BTCC, it's a non-KYC exchange, links in the description below, and you can join my free Telegram group. So there's not really much to add here, guys. I mean, some of the altcoins are doing a lot better. I think I'm in a long on Lido, taking 75% profit. Lido, is that how you pronounce it? LDM, and Sui as well, and looking at a couple of other alts as well. So we'll see how price develops. The best thing to do, the best thing to do in this situation here is don't take a trade, because you haven't lost then. You got to wait for price development, see what happens. We're just ranging. What can we really do? We know we have liquidity above us. We know we have liquidity underneath us. We know we have fair value gaps underneath us, which are going to get filled. So that's why I've kept my shorts open. And any long position may just be a scalp. For example, if I was in a long right now, it may reject at the POC. But I just don't want to entertain this long, because it's too early in the morning, and I'd rather see what happens, what New York happens, and more importantly, I want to see what Nvidia's earnings are like. And then, because if Nvidia's earnings are like, the Nasdaq will pump, BTC will pump. Simple as that. All right, guys. So thank you for watching my video. Please remember to subscribe, click up the likes, and I'll update you soon. Have a great day.